There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. We're listening to High Voltage start to finish. This one's entitled TNT, 68 million views. Alongside It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll. I have heard this one. It's been a long while since I've heard this. Last time I heard this was nearabouts in high school, later years of high school. It was a bit of a meme between me and my mates. It was a quality tune. Back in the LimeWire days. If you know about LimeWire, leave a comment. Leave some LimeWire stories down below, please. Great times. This one's TNT. Let's have a close listen to it. I mean, the way it just comes in with the power, the concentrated emphasis on one chord. You know you're in for a treat. Dynamic. I mean, the guitar riff is really what brings you in, innit? It sounds so simple, but it's played so well and precisely. If you listen to for any guitarists out there, there's little borderline mutes on the string that's played, which just adds such a heavy rhythmic emphasis to the riff. And creates it so much, it just creates such a heavier groove than if it was just the chords played, but they're almost non-existing within the grand scheme of things. Perhaps they're considered ghost notes. I would call it a ghost note. Do you hear that? Like,
Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite, TNT, and I'll win the fight, TNT, I'm a power load, TNT, watch me explode. I'm dirty, mean, and mighty unclean. I'm a wanted man, public enemy #1. Understand?
the band has got a great way of timing everything. So when one instrument pulls out, it really emphasizes the instruments that are still in. Now, how they choose to highlight the instrument or create scarcity during them moments, the timings they do it is just so important and lead to incredible emphasis on the choruses. At the start of this song, we had a build-up, consistently building in such a simple but fantastically structured manner to the first verse. So, ba-dum, boom, came in with the guitar. Then you had oi, oi, which started to elevate as more voices got involved with the oi. The volume starts to ramp. You might have, as we have now, just a kick drum, which then turns into a kick drum and a snare. And it's really good. And the bass guitar is holding the pulse fret. Dun, 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 dun.
So lock up your daughter, lock up your wife, lock up your back door, run for your life. The man is back in town, so don't you mess around. Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite, TNT, and I'll win the fight, TNT, I'm a power load, TNT, watch me explode.
Guitar solo. One thing I picked up when I very first started playing guitar, as far as lead guitar goes, Angus Young is one, like with Slash, one of the poster boys for the pentatonic guitar solos. Or potentially, you know, does Angus Young throw the blues note in every once in a while? I assume so, but I don't know. One thing with the Ois as well, I don't know if it was considered during the writing process, but it's such an incredible utilisation of potential crowd participation in the song. When I hear things like this, you can only imagine the crowd singing along, oi, oi, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be provoked by the band, because it's part of the song, you know?
Oi! Oi! TNT! Oi! 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 TNT! Oi! 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 TNT! Oi! I'm dynamite! Oi! TNT! Oi! I'll win the fight! TNT! Oi! I'm a power load! TNT! Watch me explode!
I mean, realistically, they couldn't avoid not performing a big explosion at the end, but it's really cool to hear. You know, it's glad that they didn't miss up on that opportunity to make a big racket at the end. Always the most fun in the studio when you can experiment a bit and sort of leave, you know, the standard sort of tightness behind. Right, we've got a new tune. I've not heard this one before.